I just got back from Midwest DJs Lives, and if you do not know what Midwest DJs Live is, I posted a video on my Instagram or YouTube or wherever you're watching this, probably a few posts ago, so you can check out that video. But Midwest DJs Live, I wanted to talk about how to get the most out of your DJ conference. Hopefully you're attending at least one DJ conference a year or one every few years to really, if nothing else, just to meet other DJs, but to get some education, see some of the top guys. Hopefully there's one in your area. But I wanted to talk about how to get the most out of those conferences. You can't just show up and expect to get the most out of it. So if you're an introvert, the number one thing you got to do is you got to break out of your shell a little bit and meet people. Sit at tables, sit at the front. And the thing that's in the back of my head is if someone's within 5 feet of me and I don't know who they are, I introduce myself. Sure, there's going to be times where you're introducing yourself to people again, especially if you're doing a lot of these shows, but I think everyone kind of understands that, hey, this is what happens. People are going to forget names and, follow them on Instagram. Hopefully they'll follow you back. All that. Also, note taking. I am kind of shocked, honestly, to see how many people don't have their phone or their laptop out when these speakers are presenting. I know everyone learns differently, but there's a ton of research out that if you're writing things down as people are talking, that you're going to retain the information better. And then you're also going to be able to pick out what was important to you from all the speakers, because these conferences, you could see up to 10 speakers. There's no way you're going to retain every tidbit, every takeaway, every actionable item without taking some notes. And if you can, then maybe you should be a DJ, you should be a lawyer or a doctor or something. I'm just kidding, obviously, but make sure you're taking some notes. The slides that they say, oh yeah, take the QR code for the slides. Most of the slides are for the presenter, are only hitting big bullet points. And a lot of times the presenters, if they're doing good, the really great stuff doesn't come from the slide. It comes about the slides, like the topic, and then they'll go deeper into what they're talking about. And that's where a lot of these actionable items, tidbits happen. So please, 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 DJs, take notes. For instance, my actionable items from this trip were adding pricing to my website, creating a LinkedIn profile, and setting up for my weddings in a branded polo. I think that's going to be my actionable items from the trip. My major takeaways, I went to DJC Nashville a couple years ago, and I hired a communication coach after that. And at DJC Atlanta, after that, I hired a video editor. And from Midwest, I know I want to have dedicated practice time because I was still nervous during my battle. You're always going to have a little bit of nerves, but they actually impacted my performance. So having dedicated practice, I have a Twitch stream. I thought that was enough because I'm practicing, but to have practice where you're not in front of people or a camera is important to me. So those are my actionable items from Midwest DJs Live.